Hello, movie maniacs and film fanatics. My name is Jaysen Buterin, writer and director of the soon-to-be shooting, clown-killing sensational film, Kill Giggles. Now, while the cameras and the clown heads won't start rolling until next summer, we've got so many brilliant people already involved with this project on both sides of the camera that we wanted to be able to go behind the scenes and introduce you to them, find out their thoughts on clowns, clown killers, and if they could, just how they would get rid of a clown without getting caught. So, while we're getting ready to make some movie magic, won't you join me and we'll go inside the circus tent to chat with the cast and crew of Kill Giggles. Well, a lot of that lies within my beautiful baby boy, Jack Thomas. I figured it was a matter of time before I took him to a friend's birthday party, and Bubbles the floppy-footed fucker would be the entertainment du jour. So, I figured I had a couple of different choices. I could either have a very well-rehearsed story about where Jack's daddy suddenly disappeared to, when the truth of the matter is that I'm locked into the trunk of the car crying hysterically like a child, or I could try and get over this crippling sense of coulrophobia that I have. So I went with the ill-advised psychotherapy option as a way to sort of kill all the clowns that I've ever wanted to, but not necessarily go to jail for it. Or get my clothes dirty, because I'm very fussy when it comes to that. So yeah, it kind of seemed like a good sort of idea, experiment in psychotherapy. Let's give it a shot. I've had it in my head for a long time. I've been terrified of clowns for many, many moons now. But the thing that I sort of noticed is that clowns were always the monsters. They were always the bad guy. They were always the serial killer. So it kind of popped into my head one time, why not have a serial killer of clowns instead of a serial killing clown? So we kind of just wanted to turn the tables on the rainbow wig-covered head and see if we could do it. And it seemed like a good idea. So we're going to give it a shot. A lot of people always tend to think, especially with the new It movie, that it was Pennywise. And to a certain degree, it was the literary incarnation of Pennywise was very scary to me. The 1990s made-for-TV movie that had the cast of every 70s and 80s sitcom in it wasn't really so scary because it was Tim Curry. Tim Curry is Frankenfurter. It's the devil from Legend, so that wasn't scary to me. What actually did it was the marionette scene from Poltergeist. That unhinged me. Before that, I think I'd even dressed up as a clown. You'll see some stuff in the proof of concept version of Kill Giggles, which is called Killing Giggles, making its world premiere very soon. There's a little picture of me floating around when I was about 6 or 7, dressed up as a clown. I used to like it. And then Mom took me to see Poltergeist in the theater, and everything became unglued, including myself, when the little marionette scene with the clown and a little boy in the bedroom happened, and that it was all downhill from there. So that's really, really it. And then I don't think things like the Insane Clown Posse, those don't help very much. I think everyone really wants to hate clowns with things like that. So really, I blame it all on Poltergeist. Again, so many of the movies I'd seen, well, that I haven't seen because I'm terrified of clowns. But, the clowns are always the monsters. They're always the bad guy. They're always the serial killer. So again, I wanted to sort of take that trope and sort of invert it. I wanted to be able to have a serial killer of clowns because I've been thinking about killing clowns for a very, 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 very long time now. And come up with all sorts of creative ways, and there were a lot more creative ways that we had to wheedle out of the script because they were dangerous or people could get hurt. So we just wanted to be able to kind of turn the tables on that and sort of invert it, and no one had really tried to do that yet before. There have been some love stories involving clowns, and there's a love story in this one, that's certain to be sure. But just to kind of try and do something a little bit different, and see if we can make it scary, and I think we will. I think you will be. I was not involved in that. I do not want to get blamed for that, but I will completely cash in on the marketing and the promotional aspects of it. It got kind of weird because that all sort of started as I started writing the final version of Kill Giggles, and the closer the clown sightings got to Greensboro, the further I got into the script, to the point where I thought that once I finally finished the script, they would all just be hanging out outside my house. But that didn't happen. I guess they went away, they got jobs, or somebody swiped left or something like that, and they all got dates. I don't know, but we will completely cash in on that. I don't know if it was Rob Zombie or Eli Roth or something like that. I don't know, but it wasn't me. I know that much. It's got to be a three-way tie between The Exorcist, Halloween, and Psycho. Hitchcock, I think the last scene of Psycho was a big inspiration for part of Kill Giggles too. I think The last scene with with Anthony Perkins sitting in the confessional room, and you hear Mother Bates' voiceover, but the fly lands on her, and she knows they're watching her right now, and like, you know, she wouldn't even hurt that fly, and Anthony Perkins is just looking at that, and he brings his eyes up, and it was just one of the most unnerving, terrifying things I'd ever seen as a child, and that scene has always stuck with me, and it was one of the first scenes that inspired a great chunk of Kill Giggles, which is the first stuff that I had written for the film, so that was definitely a huge inspiration. But The Exorcist and Halloween are just absolutely out there for me, so none of which involving clowns, but it doesn't mean they weren't horrifying, which is part of the exhilarating thing about horror movies, I think. I hope so. So, it's fun to be scared, right? Blue. No, yellow. Boss! It's a whole Monty Python thing. I don't have a quest. What is my quest? My quest is to get this movie made. Kill Giggles, I've been talking about it for years now. I've got a lot of very brilliant people that have put their misguided faith in my filmmaking abilities. The man behind the camera right now, Mr. Jesse H. Knight, has been my brother in filmmaking arms for many, many years now. We've got a lot of other very creative people: Michael Ray Williams, Joe Harp, Justin Reich, Bill Mulligan, Mr. Dwayne Sykes, John Master, Tom Gore, Lando. There's so many people that have faith in this, and no one has done this yet. So let's be a part of movie magic and make this happen. We're going to be asking for funds, unless we discover buried treasure on the way home today after we get done shooting, which you never ever know. We will have crowdsourcing options available and stuff like that. So if you hate clowns and want to see them die, if you love clowns and want to see them live, if you don't really give a shit one way or the other, but everyone else is doing it, so why not you? Hit us up, facebook.com/killgiggles, www.madawansfilms.com if anyone still does traditional interweb sites. We'll have a CB radio handle coming soon, because CB radios will be the next wave of social networking. So 10-4 good buddies, and we will be killing clowns very soon.